Hi everybody, this is TK. You see me on YouTube with making buttercream roses with TK, and I've done fast, I've done slow. Now we're going to take it into a whole nother level. I'm going to show you how to make different cupcake pull-apart cakes. Now this is something you can do at home. You can do it with just a few simple basic supplies, and you can make it look just like your cupcake cake from your bakery. So if you're ready to go, I'm ready to show you how to make a gator cake. So here we go. First I baked the cupcakes. I made them last night. I made 24. The gator's going to have 24 cupcakes on them. First I'm going to lay the cupcakes out for you to show you the design, and then I'm going to show you how to ice him, his eyes, his tongue, and even show you how to write happy birthday on the board. Now to begin with, I have this cake board. I got it from the bakery, but you can go ahead and take a piece of cardboard and you can cut it and to the shape or the size, of course, that you want, and then cover it with aluminum foil and tape. That way it doesn't cost you whatever amount of money it costs at a bakery for a cake board or a cake supply shop. Okay, so first we're going to do his tail. Now, like I said, these are not professional cupcakes. I just bake these at home, so you can do that too with cupcake mix or cake mix. I'm going to start out with his tail. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to do 2, which is going to be started with his body. Then we're going to do 2 more right here, and you always feel free to move it around. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be stuck in stone. You can play around with it till you get your design. Then we're going to do 3 for more of his body, and then we're going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go back to 3 again, 3, and then we're going to go back to 2 and 2 to make his snout. 2 and 2. Now a lot of times, you know, like I said, you just want to play around them to get a feel of how the cupcakes are going to do, because you want to be sure that this is a design and you're comfortable with however they are. And I've already taken the gel. Now this is cake gel, cake coloring gel. You can get any kind you want. You know, you can. What I like about the gel is it doesn't go ahead and liquefy your icing. And I like to use a toothpick. See, and I just put in whatever color. I'll make this a little bit darker. So I'm going to put in, if you can see that, I'm going to put in a little bit extra. And the toothpick is nice because you don't get any of the color on your fingers. Although I do have a little bit, but hey, who knows where that came from. Alright, so take your spatula or your knife and just give it a good spin. That way you can go ahead and get it all mixed up to whatever color that you like. Now, I also bought a big jug of buttercream. I didn't make my own buttercream. You are more than welcome to do that, or you can buy the smaller containers, or you can get a big one of it like this. That way you can play around with it however you like. So I'm going to start with his tail. The first one, and just go ahead and give it a quick dab, just like that. That's a pretty good green. I like the green. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to smooth it out later. And if you want, you can put a little dab underneath it. That way it keeps them from falling off the board. You just keep on doing it. You just keep on putting the icing on the cupcake and putting a little dab underneath it, and that way it'll help it stick. Keep with your original design. That way you're able to go ahead and keep in your mind of how you want to, if you want his skin to be scaly and rough, you can make it that way, or you can make it smooth. And actually you can get your children to help you do this, because this is the easy part. This is the fun part too. They say, Mommy, we want to really help make the gator. So, you know, in Florida, we got plenty of gators. I can look out the window right here and I can probably see one swimming by. Okay, of course he's not the gator colors, but anyway, gators are a little bit darker than this in real life, but you know, it's a cake, so it's no big deal. Like I said, you just make it, put that little blob under there. Maybe want his tail to go spin it around a little bit, so you can adjust it like this. Being as these are homemade cupcakes, you know nothing is better than a homemade cupcake. I know. They're not difficult to make. That way you can brag to all your friends, and the little kids can go, My mommy made this cake for me. Okay, I'm all done. I got the gator positioned on the cardboard, if you guys can see, where his tail, and his head's going to be this way. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make the gator hide out of the buttercream. We're going to smooth it over, but still make it bumpy because gators are bumpy. Go figure. So I'm going to take my icing, put a little bit, smooth it over to get all the icing in between. I'm filling in all the crevices. You guys see right here that we need to fill all that in because the gator doesn't have any holes in it, that's for sure. Not this one anyway. If you see that you need more, just go ahead and apply more. Go around the edges till you get it filled in. And because it's an alligator, it doesn't have to be exactly smooth. In fact, we want it to be where it looks like the real thing. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Try and get the icing on all the edges right around the side. You can take your spatula or your knife, whatever, and just go to make this completely flat too. Okay. Now you see all the holes. You see all the holes are completely covered up. We're just going to go like this. This is kind of, I'm not really sure what it's called, but you just make it look like a, I don't know, just bumpy like. Bumpy, bumpy. All of that way. Okay? Just keep on adding it until it is exactly the way you want it to be, because this is your creation. No other gator is going to look just like your gator, and that's going to be a good thing. So, okay. Now, you see that we're all done with this. Now we're going to show how to make the edges of the gator. Now I'm going to need a little bit lighter color, so I'm going to whip up a little bit lighter green. Alright, TK here. We're still making a gator, and you have two ways to go. You can either purchase these are disposable pastry bags, or you can just get these. These are in your closet or your pantry, and they're just good old regular plastic bags. So I'm going to show you how to fill one of these up right now. I want you to open it up. No big deal. It's a no-brainer. And then I want you to just go ahead and lay it down, take your icing, and this is when a spatula comes in really handy, because you can open this up, stick it in the bag, close it up, and squish it. Now, of course you see how it is, but you want to get that air out of it. Go to one of the corners, the little tips, and I just want you to cut just like that. You see right away the air is coming out. Doesn't have to be perfect, because you're just going to outline the gator. You're going to outline the gator with this lighter green, okay? See? It's getting ready to come out, and it's going to be rough just like your gator icing. So I'm going to go around the alligator's edges to make it more smooth for the outline, okay? So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go round and round. Sometimes there's a little bit of air, so don't freak out. Can't always get it all out. Just be sure you follow a nice design. I'm going to go around the snozola. Now I'm just going around getting that extra air out, but that's okay because it's the gator. And he's not supposed to be perfect. He's just supposed to look like a gator. And come around and go all the way and end right at the tail. Now you got a good outline of your gator. In fact, I'm going to fill it in a little bit more over here, just to give him more of a 3D look. You can go back around and do that. Any place you want it to look more 3D. Right around his nose would be good too. All right. There we go. I'm going to put some more color. This is the gel color. I like it because it doesn't go ahead and liquefy your icing so much. So we want it a little bit darker. So you see, I'm going to get a good chunk of it in there. And just keep your toothpick in there because you never know when you're going to need more. I'm going to add a little bit more white so we can get a nice dark color for his legs. And of course, just stir it up. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put some more in a bag and we're going to make the gator's legs. nice about these bags is they hold open by themselves. You don't have to worry about squeezing and squeezing. Make sure you get it down in there good. And we're going to cut the edge again to get the air out. Now make it a little bigger because the gator's got big legs. Always be sure you throw your plastic away because it could end up in your icing and you don't want that. So I'm going to throw this away so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, be sure you squeeze all your air out and you aim for the hole. Now you got a bigger hole because it's the gator. We got the gator's leg. So, alright, the one gator's leg is going to be right here. So just go off to the edge like this. And then opposite of it, go here. Okay, always squeezing down. And we're going to do one more gator leg here. And then we're going to do another gator leg on the opposite side. Let's twist them around a little bit so we can get a better idea of how it's going to go. If you want to start at the bottom and work up, that's good too. There, so you got 4 gator legs, you guys see? Now I'm going to put his eyebrows on while we have the green icing. Go 1, and we're going to do one more. There, instant gator eyebrow. Okay, so we're done with the green. Now we're going to make the gator eyes. Again, I have to go ahead and get some icing in my bag. I'm going to use white. Now, I went ahead and put white in my bag, and here I cut the edge off, and as always, I cut the little plastic and threw it in the trash. So you want to go and make a big gator eye. And another one. So you got some big old gator eyes there. Now we want to ring this in black. So I have black already made up. It's in the little bag. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Again, this is just a regular little baggie. Now this needs to be cut tiny because his his eyeballs are very small. So there you got a little bit of black and a little bit of black there. Now I want to give him like accents over top of his eyes. And I want to give him some gator claws. He's got some whole long claws. Better for digging around in the mud. Alright. Now, what does a gator need that this gator doesn't have? Gator teeth. Gator's got to have teeth. So I have my bag, and I'm going to go ahead and give him some teeth. Don't have to be perfect. Just have to look like teeth. Well, that's a big old tooth there. This gator probably needs to go to the dentist. Alright, there's his teeth. Put this right back in here. Wipe my hands off. And there is your Florida alligator. Alright, this is TK, and I just showed you how to make a Florida alligator. Of course, it doesn't have to be from Florida. It could be from Louisiana. Well, wherever he's from. You guys have fun making him, and remember, every day is a great day to try and make homemade cakes at home. Take care. Bye.